Well, you see the thing, so you'll see me from profile. Hey, what's up, bro? Let's see. What's up, Donnie B? Actually, Donnie M. Good. Has everyone in? This has been like the longest day of my life. Like the with the clocks going back an hour, getting the extra sleep. I actually did a few things today. It seems like the longest day. um. Yeah, I can imagine that. What's up, B? What's up, Nessa? We don't necessarily have to jump over today, but I was going to question or take a poll since we have that news string for the comic strip, um, and Brantley's a part of it, and since Brantley's actually being active, I'm wondering if we want to start doing the chats on that string to where it's really just the active members, not necessarily just the core. We know who the core is. That way we don't have to about meeting here first and then going over to a different string. Because since Brantley is really being active and everything, it's like I feel like sometimes we're making him wait. So I was just gonna kind of take a poll to see what you guys thought.
I feel like Brantley could definitely be added into this group. I feel like he's fun to prove himself, yeah. Yeah, he's stuck around. He hasn't acted, any sort of way.
Sure.
And I've enjoyed his like just working with him even before he joined the group. So I mean, I think that he's been showing that he's good. Yeah, he works with teams well.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well,
He's just intent on being creative with other people.
well, with that in mind, do you guys want to jump over to the string and we'll start the call there? That way he's in it from the beginning? Okay. I'll go ahead and do that. Bum, ba, da, 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 da. Hey, hope you guys are getting a good behind the scenes. This is. Hey, hello again. It's been so long since we've seen you.
Forever.
And be very.
Give me Scar vibes.
What's that?
That gave me like Scar from Lion King vibes when he sings his bad guy song. The way just the melody you did it in.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, you're adorable. Oh my god. I'm like, now I want to wish
Well, we'll see if he actually joins us if he hops on.
Introduce Jeff to my oldest kid. Why they said, okay, but it's better if she learns from a cartoon lion than,
Nothing wrong with that. How has everyone's weekend been?
Okay, most a weekend. Yeah.
Gotcha. Now, Nessa.
Time off from everything.
Technically, you've got like. Well, actually, no. You have 3 interviews left because you'll be interviewing Dale tonight. Then I'm coming in as the guest for next week, so that's 2. And then I'm guessing we can probably interview Brantley. So that would be 3. And so when we finished interviewing the core, any suggestions? Do we want to kind of like end the interviews at that point for then? Do we want to go back and start again? Because it's a fun format.
It's fun, but I understand if it's not like the most attention grabbing or.
Well, I mean, it gets
Not
views.
everybody's interested in. Maybe we can go in with characters. Hey, Sarah. Like comic book character interviews. Yeah, like I interview as right.
Or hey.
I could interview as your comic book character.
Well, how about this?
Have like a superhero interview thing.
I mean, not to count you out, Sierra, because you really don't do cosplay makeup wise, but maybe then you can specifically interview the ones who cosplay about their characters.
I thought they wanted to interview Kim Possible. Yeah.
What's I didn't hear that. What was that?
Sierra did Kim Possible for Halloween. She beat it great Kim Possible. Right. Bodied it.
Impossible. I don't know who that is, but okay.
That'd be kind of cool. Like interview people as certain characters, and so like you're interviewing that character, not necessarily.
Sierra, what do you think about me being Chigo
Okay.
and interviewing you?
So basically, we'll continue the interviews just in different ways and different personalities, whatever. Okay.
So like I think one of the cool things is what we can do is like whenever we do have a new project, maybe she'll interview that character from that project. So like maybe she interviews Lily, you know,
Right.
you know, like
Really scary.
something like that. You know, so like when we're doing different projects and stuff, like they can be interviewed in
Okay.
that format. Or say like if we want to get even really creative, like we can interview people that like are in our spectrum, not necessarily our group, but like someone that we've like collaborated with or something.
Ooh.
Okay.
Music wise or whatever, yeah.
And
Do
then
you
that's
ever want to have like maybe guest interviewers? I know there's shows that do that because I don't want to always. If anybody else wants to
well.
be the person.
I think for now, since we're doing that sarcastic thing that you do okay and well,
Right.
there's no real need for a guest interviewer, as long as you enjoy doing it.
I do. I just want to know that like if there's other people.
Sure, sure, sure. Because
What
because
kind of attitude should I?
well, that's what I was gonna say. What I was gonna recommend for this week was, if you remember when he popped in, shirt over head, you guys are going, "Oh my God, a pervert!"
Pervert?
Right. And so what I want you to do is Dale, um, dress however you want to dress for the interview, because remember you are interviewing as yourself as a content creator. And so and Nessa, maybe bring him in, looking forward to interviewing him, you know, but as your first questions comes out, going, oh, so how long have whatever your question is going to be, give him a few sentences of his response, and then after every response, or like I said, you're going to cut off every response, just kind of go, perfect. So anyway, and where did you get this idea from? And then you listen to his thing, and you seem very interested, and then you, perfect. So anyway, and so every time you're throwing that word out, and Dale, you'll hear it, but you go, I'm sorry, what'd you say? Oh, nothing, no, 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 no. Go ahead and answer the question. So you'll keep hearing it, and you're like, what are you trying to say? You could if you wanted to. That would work.
Are you okay? You good there?
And so just remember, you're asking him real questions because you really want to find out about him. And Dale, you are answering. You're representing yourself as a content creator, and you're just throwing those little jabs at him. Well, think of what you want to know about Dale.
Mention the TikTok murder mystery.
Oh, and Dale. When she, let's just say, when she asks you a question about murder mystery, throw in there, weren't you in the movie too? And Vanessa, I want you to go, what? I don't know. My assistant throws me stuff sometimes. And I know I say some random lines. So like Vanessa, you really don't even realize you were in the movie. To you it was just something random you did, and yeah, I said some things in front of a camera and blah 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 blah. So, when she gets to a question about murder mystery, you can throw that or Dale.
I guess check it out. I guess you can go see it if you want. Yeah, it's been nominated for a few things. Sure, of course.
Oh yeah, there you go. Get that stuff out.
Tokyo, London.
There you go.
So definitely let him answer, each question with some substance before you cut him off. But then go ahead and throw in a little, the P line and then move on. And then let me see. Oh, so Dale, while you're being interviewed, can you keep an eye on the clock?
I can have a clock, yeah.
Okay. So basically, at about the 5 or 6 minute mark, Vanessa's cue to look for me. That's when you can throw the line going, wait a second, weren't you in the movie too? And so Vanessa, when he throws that question at you, it's about the 5 or 6 minute mark. Go ahead and do your response. Oh, I don't know. My assistant gives me things. I appear and da 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 da. Oh, it looks like someone's coming in. Then you can bring me into the interview.
Okay.
So we'll use that as a verbal cue. And beyond that, it's just the crazy improv we always do.
So question.
Mm-hmm.
Totally unrelated, but I don't have very long to be in here.
No worries.
Could we plan the kids' table, like when that's gonna happen?
Sure.
Yeah, since Thanksgiving's coming up fucking fast.
Do you
Yeah, it is.
do you want to do it like a week before Thanksgiving?
A week before.
I mean, and remind me, are we going to be doing something like bi-weekly, or we want to try to just like do like the first one, see what happens as kind of a film, or how do you want to do that?
I'm not sure what my role in it is at all or anything. I mean, I feel like we could probably just see how the first one goes.
Okay.
I'm on the phone. I'm on the phone. Are we recording things or are we doing a live?
No. It's going to be in a live. We're all going to have something to eat, so we can all choose what we're going to be eating while we're shooting. And you're going to choose a character. Like I said, I'm going to be kind of the old uncle or whatever, at the kids' table, not happy to be there. And so anybody can either, whether we're going to assign you a character or choose a character. Oh, I want to be the crazy loony guy. Oh, I want to be, just choose your character. And then basically we'll just go live. And the only thing I'm thinking of is almost like a family reunion be. Or I'm sorry, Sierra, because you're doing the kids' table.
Yeah.
Maybe you start off by yourself and say, "Oh, look, cousin so and so's here." Boom, and then they come in and they're eating, as opposed to it's all being on screen right away. You can bring us in kind of one at a time, and then the dialogue can kind of spiral from there. Something like that. Would that work?
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, that sounds perfect.
Okay.
I'm not entirely sure how long we want this to be either.
Well, like I said, I'm thinking 10 to 15 most.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
And then so what we'll do is we'll discuss it as we get there, and I figured maybe we can do it 2 weeks before Thanksgiving to give it a little bit of time to play, before the actual date. And as we're getting up there,
Thanksgiving is this Thursday. I'm gonna leave it.
okay,
Really? Time's fast.
okay, a week and a half. No. Are we gonna release it on Thanksgiving, or are we just gonna film it live and release it?
I don't know.
I'm just asking.
I mean, releasing it on Thanksgiving would be kind of interesting, but also I don't know because everyone's gonna be like, with their families and stuff.
Oh no, we don't have to do a live thing. I'm just saying to release it on Thanksgiving, or are we trying to do a live premiere again?
But I don't know that people are going to be present for that
Mm-hmm.
live release.
Well, as I'm saying, because if we did a live, we'd have to do it before, because I know we'd probably all be busy on the day. So,
If we do that Friday.
Yeah, I know my parents are coming over, and every year they make a big deal out of it.
Oh yeah, no.
Yep, so that's fine.
Like I said, we don't have to have a premiere. We can just
If we release it the day before, that way, if we want to show our families, we can.
yeah, we can do that. And then we can decide if we want to try to do it live or not. Just
Wednesday before, yeah.
okay, that'll work.
So try to release it. So what if we try to shoot for next meeting?
So next Sunday.
Record it afterwards. Yeah.
Okay, that'll work.
Would that work for everybody?
I'm gonna work extra hard to get my homework done before the weekend next week. We'll see.
And if we need a different day to film, as long as we can all agree on it, we can do that too. So, if someone's got something planned, specifically. So yeah, that'll be work. So we'll we'll pencil in next Sunday unless something happens and. Okay, cool. I can do that.
So the 13th.
Well, we came here to include Brantley, but I don't think he's in the room.
I don't think he's live. Yeah.
Oh, you think he's live? Oh, I see.
I don't think he's fine.
Right. That's okay. It's at least an opportunity for him to hop in here. And then Vanessa, the last question I was going to ask you, since Goth Girl kind of took a leave, you don't have your assistant, but you can still be, talking off camera. My assistant's screwing up again. Where is she? You can do stuff like that.
Because when I said, maybe my husband could be my assistant, and then she got mad, and then she disappeared. I don't know what it takes to make people happy.
Well, you can always
She was fired in a couple episodes.
Fired the last one. The current one, and you can fire him later.
Well, there you go.
So your last episode, you fired your assistant, right?
His timing when it comes to us trying to record is just fucking impeccable.
But what Dom was saying, I forget if you fired her at the last episode or not.
Yeah, I believe in the last episode you said I'm firing my assistant.
Yeah, because Dale popped in and Sierra's like, you got to monitor this thing, and yeah.
Or actually, what I said the first 2 episodes was I should fire my. So I keep saying some implications.
You keep threatening to.
So you fired him, and then now this is your new one.
And what you could do then, if you want to, like when we do the interview, you can sit there and say, wait, where's my, what am I? Wait, didn't I fire her? Did I fire her? You can do, throw shit like that out.
Right.
Where the fuck's my macchiato? Did I fire them? And it should be an Archer about it. Oh, that's right. He's dead. Like.
Oh, you know what? So, a funny side note. I was trying to delete my Texan and Hollywood accounts because I'm like, you know what, I'm not going to really keep up that account. And I was having trouble deleting them and deactivating them. And then as I was getting ready for the meeting tonight, I'm like, oh crap, I need that account because that's how I like screen record. I'm like, I'm glad I didn't delete them earlier. But always helps to have a backup. But that's kind of all I wanted to chit chat about. I know the comic thing's doing what it's doing. It'll be done because I know we have to replace Goth Girl in the one frame. I haven't kind of bothered Brantley about that if he's finished it because I don't want to pressure him. And I know you guys have been talking.
He's getting used to the new job still, but yeah.
Oh, that's right. Got the new job. Okay. Yeah. And so yeah, I'm not worried about that. It'll happen when it happens. We'll do the voiceovers. Blah blah blah. Take our time on that. I'm glad you mentioned the kids table, so we can schedule that. And then, it's just the last couple of interviews that I wanted to kind of see if we wanted to keep going with them, and I think it's a great idea to do them as the characters or whatever, or, the cosplay or stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, I'm open-minded. I don't have any. I can't think of other people to interview that I haven't already or will.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Oh.
I like the idea of the collaborate. Yeah, I like the idea of interviewing and collaborating with us.
One thing I wanted to also mention is the second girl who donated her TikTok, which was actually the first voice that you heard in the movie. In the email she sent, she goes, I can't wait to, or I wish I was a member of the Misfits Club. And it's so funny because I've seen that comment a lot. Like, wow, how can I be a member? But have you guys noticed how, like, no one is really stepping up? And in my mind, I'm thinking, I think we're intimidating. Because we're doers, we're doing it, we're creating, and people see that like, oh my god, I want to be a part of that.
People want to be a part of, but they don't want to do the work.
There you go. Thank you. That's it. That's it.
But they're not willing to take the time.
Yeah.
And because I had a friend that wanted to join named Tony, and then last week he was like, just tell your friends I don't really want to do it. Mind you, what he's gone through in the last year was he lost his wife.
Right.
He's been through a fucking hell.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't.
Oh no. There's no harsh feeling. That's Tony Orr, right?
Like that, but no, I think the portion of people who say something but then never like follow through are the ones that are like that.
Yeah. And nothing.
I feel like that's not just here. That's if you ever need anything, if you ever need someone to help you with a new baby,
Right.
Surgery, we'll be here, and then they fucking.
And then they're not there, right?
Ghosts are always around. Ghosts are known for being there.
No, I saw that. Someone was like,
for never leaving around. They don't leave you alone. They're obsessed with you.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think there was a meme where it was like, I find it offensive as a ghost.
But
that's offensive to the ghost community.
What I wanted to share that for was that we should all give ourselves a round of applause and a pat on the back because it actually takes a lot to do what we do. And we seem to do it kind of naturally without effort. And yet, seeing all those wannabe, I'd like to be a part of that. But then they don't come forward. So, good job, guys. Good job.
I understand how
Don't make excuses for him, damn it.
Many of y'all don't know how easy I am, and I still make it happen. I don't know. I don't know how you find time to pee. Congratulations on your fucking life, because damn, you are working hard. You should be so proud of yourself. I'm proud of you.
Who are you talking to?
Proud of you. Everybody should be proud of Honeybee.
Yes.
What she's doing is not fucking easy.
And wearing those shorts was not easy.
Back to college at her 40s and watching her go through the shit that, like, you're not in your 40s, you're young, but you know what I mean. Yeah. I watched her go back to school and do all this shit. I was proud of her for that. I'm proud of you too. Thank you. I can't wait to eat hot chips with you and kill myself.
Awesome.
Oh my gosh, yes. Oh, we got to figure out a way to promote that. And I think I ordered a hot gummy too.
So
I want that. I want to do that.
now I know Honey doesn't have a lot of time. Do we want to go ahead and go over for the interview?
Yeah, I have like 9 minutes and then she'll get back to work.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go hang out with you guys until I have to go.
Okay. So let's jump over to Vanessa's live. I know I got to change costumes real quick, and then we'll see you over there.
Costumes? Alright. That's what I'm like, what? I want to blind react to this shit though. I'm curious and looking forward to it.
All right. We'll see you soon.
Alright, see.
So I am going to take a break. I've been running for 20 minutes. These meetings last forever, but yeah, this is a content creators meeting for the Social Media Misfits Club. If you are a content creator, TikTok, Instagram, mainly TikTok is where we film these lives or create these short films or these live kind of specials that we do. If it interests you, drop me an email at socialmediamisfitsclub@gmail.com, and I can slowly introduce you to what we do and see if you want to come on board. So thanks for watching. I'll let you go for now.